Hello everyone and welcome to another Universal battle.
Today's battle is gonna be quite interesting. Analyzing both of these characters is gonna be pretty fun, so let's go ahead into it.
Dave used to be a scientist working on some weird experiments. Though we don't know exactly what happened, we know that Dave was later turned into a cameraman along with a few other agents. Plungerman is considered one of the bravest cameras ever, putting himself in extreme danger and taking on the role of leader for the Alliance. He's well respected by most Alliance and even by the Titan. Plungerman doesn't really have any raw power feats and he's probably just average. He also might have average speed too.
Well, actually, Plungerman has reacted to lasers multiple times and has even dodged the explosions too, so he's definitely not average. Although he honestly hasn't shown any other speed feats than that.
Which is why his go-to weapon is a plunger, hence the name Plungerman. Now obviously plungers are very effective against toilets, so I don't really know if it will be effective in an actual battle, but a plunger can potentially cause bruising and effective damage if swung hard enough.
Luckily the plunger got an upgrade and became a plunger with spikes. It can knock back toilets with a strong impact and obviously causes severe bleeding.
Plungerman would usually fight off screen and we couldn't exactly find any scenes of him fighting from before the bunker arc, but we know he can take care of multiple toilets by himself. He's survived an impact against the rocket toilet, who can destroy big toilets and cameramen just by ramming through them, and he's survived it with a few missing limbs.
He's also participated in the battle against Titan Speaker Man. Sadly, he was crushed and nearly died, but he gets saved by TV Woman and went to go get fixed. And when the Alliance needed his help the most, he came back in the glitched toilet and saved his fellow Alliance members. Although we will not be including this in his arsenal since it's pretty much unfair. The glitched toilet is extremely fast and can blitz toilets like crazy, so we might as well not include it.
Plunger usually is always a part of the many bigger wars in the series. For example, when the camera base was getting raided by some of the stronger toilets, Plungerman was there to help. So when the scientist mech appeared and started destroying the Titans, Plunger was there to assist. Unfortunately, he got beat very easily and probably nearly died. Yet he survived this big crash. He has pretty good durability even with no type of armor. Looking at this explosion, this looks to be at least 20 to 35 meters in diameter and could be producing about 33.5 gigajoules or 8 tons of TNT, making this a large building level explosion.
Thankfully Titan TV Man destroyed the scientist mech, but the real scientist was still alive, which leads on to the bunker arc. This is where Plunger gets his better feats and abilities shown. In episode 68 they're mostly just exploring the base and killing toilets, but it really got serious when they were searching further into the bunker and get spotted. The large cameraman sadly dies and gives his lens to Plunger, and this is where stuff gets interesting. Plunger all of a sudden gets some upgrades to his plunger and his fists. His fists get tiny claws that can punch big holes in walls and even help him climb, and his plunger turns into a mace with multiple spikes. Plunger has dealt with stranger toilets in the bunker and even met Michael Jackson, but stuff gets a turn when he gets mad at his buddy Dark Speaker. And then comes episode 70, one of the most important episodes yet.
Plunger and the members have to fight this toxic toilet and Plunger seems to be reacting pretty fast, but after a camera self-destructs himself, Plunger takes his gun to grow his arsenal. Plunger has used a lot of weapons to his advantage and makes sure to use them all. He uses his jetpack for mobility, his claw fists for punching and climbing, and a rifle gun for ranged attacks. He even gained one of the secret agent's devices. This remote can unlock doors, shut down lasers, and even counter the scientist's tech. And with his lens, he can turn on night vision to see better in the dark. After searching the base for a long while and basically losing the whole team, Plunger and Dark Speaker finally find the scientist toilet and plan to defeat him. And it was extremely rough. Even with all their weapons, they didn't stand a chance against the scientist. And after a long fight with most of the Alliance members, the battle comes to an end, killing the scientist for good. After all the destruction and chaos, the Alliance finally beat one of their main villains, but it wasn't over for Plunger, at least until the secret agent decided that it was. Plunger held too much intel of the secret agent, therefore needed to be killed to stay confidential.
And that's sadly where his story ends. He did so much for the Alliance and has been in so many wars. Now he gets to rest in peace after serving the Alliance for years. He's fought in so many wars, killed so many toilets. He inspired many others to be as brave as him. Now his legacy will live on in fate as the legendary Plunger Man.
You heard it. Someone may be in trouble. I'm not leaving anyone behind. I don't care if it's dangerous or not.
Combat Noobs is a series where a bunch of dummies are up against the Noobs army. This series was originally inspired from a Roblox game until it was later recreated into a series. The series mostly followed the normal dummies fighting against the Noobs and the Titan fighting against King Noob, until Titan Dummy was heavily defeated and the dummies started to lose. Which is where the musician dummies came along. Used to be known as speaker dummies, but was later changed into musicians to match with the game.
We've technically only seen like 3 musician dummies, so they just be special dummies or something. So the one specific dummy we're focusing on is Ian. Ian is a heavily armed dummy equipped with multiple different equipment. He's one of the first canon musician men in the series, and has a sister named Ash who also appeared in the same episode. Wouldn't this analysis be as short as that one battle?
Not exactly. There's way more to it. Sure, Ian hasn't really gotten much big scenes throughout the series, but technically we can compare stuff done by other dummies to him, since he's technically still the same. Dummies are usually very skilled in combat while using a variety of weapons. They're fast enough to dodge lasers and react to sneak attacks. They can also punch extremely hard, knocking back noobs in one singular punch and causing bleeding to them. The dash here is also an example of their speed.
Remember when we said that the musician Titan was taking over to help the dummies? Well, the plot said flip that and turned him against us the next season.
Due to this, there was an entire bunker scene in one of the bigger episodes with Ian and other dummies searching a secret base while Titan Dummy is trying to handle the infected musician Titan. Ian usually uses 2 blasters for range and a jetpack for more movement. His glasses can zoom in his field of view and protect him against TVs. His blaster is able to one-shot a noob, and his speakers can redirect a blast using small-sized shockwaves. First of all, he would need to be moving faster than sound to activate the speakers in the span of the blast moving towards him, and the shockwave would probably have to use around 10 to 20 psi to pull that off.
The headphones also act as a communicator rather than just high-frequency protection. Ash can communicate to Ian using the headphones. And since the dummies are in the bunker, there's a bunch of intel they can get. For example, they find the strange noob with a mask on him and information about the Interstellar. After they get the info, they get locked in the room with the noob, and the whole place starts falling apart. Luckily, the TV dummies arrive to save them just in time. And that's basically everything for this character. Longer than expected, and took a while to gather other info, but I think we summed up everything about this character. The series is getting a remake stated by the original creator, so none of this will probably matter in like a few months or so. But it's nice to bring back a dose of the series while we still have it, a pretty fun tribute to the creativity of the series.
Alright, the stats and skills have been analyzed. We've studied everything about these characters.
It's time to see who wins, a universal battle. To be honest, this isn't exactly that surprising.
Sure, Musician Dummy was considered to be one of the highest ranked dummies in the series besides the Titans, but he still couldn't handle the pure skill of Plungerman. Both were in a bunker of some sort, but Plunger has been in a bunker for way longer than Musician Dummy. Musician Dummy has been fighting the Noobs for over a year, but Plungerman has been fighting for over 2 years straight and has witnessed more destruction than Musician. Musician Dummy hasn't personally gotten any durability feats, so it was pretty hard to determine how durable he is just from other dummies. And the dummies themselves haven't really shown much of their durability, so that was out of the question. But Plungerman has actually shown his durability before, and he's extremely powerful compared to Musician Dummy.
Both have shown their raw strength and power and were probably equally matched. Even in terms of speed, they were pretty much equal.
So it was all up to their weapons. Both technically have equally good weapons, but one item that could help Plunger most is the Master Key Remote. Since it can shut down certain technology, he could use it against Musician's blasters too. Musician's blasters were insanely powerful compared to any weapon Plunger had, but without the blasters, it would either end in a draw or Plunger would find a way to end the battle quickly. Now, technically, Ian hasn't used a knife before, but his Titan has. I still don't know if it was fair to give him a knife in the battle, but we at least didn't let him use it as much just in case. Ian put up a real good fight against Plungerman and had a lot of good weapons to win, but in the end, Plunger's skill and abilities were too much for him.
If we ran through this battle at least 20 more times, Ian would have probably won 45% of them. There were many ways Ian could have won this battle, but sadly, he was left flushed.
This is why I don't let you write the scripts anymore.
It literally wasn't that bad.